Hey. Hey, okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, that was so weird and okay, the next time I'm just gonna go live on here. But thank you guys so much for coming to the live and just like really just bearing with me right now. But yeah, this is the live. Please, okay. I'm just gonna wait for everyone like hi Sahana. Hi, okay, I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come on live and then we're just gonna start it right away. Let me just get this right set up right now. Just because like what the hell. All right, let me just get this set up. All right, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait a little bit until everyone's here. And I'm just gonna cancel the live where I'm at right now. Sorry guys, just bear with me. There's always problems when I go live, and I really, I really just wish that this would all just go super smoothly, but it's never the case. Yeah, so I'm really, really sorry. But yeah, just give me a real quick sec. I'm just gonna end the stream right here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, is everyone here? I think most of us are here. But I already put it out later on and I've ended the live. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more. I just joined. What days do you do your video feedback? So I do this every Sunday, but I will definitely like announce it on YouTube and on Instagram stories, especially on my broadcast channel on Instagram. If I'm not doing like that Sunday, like last Sunday, we didn't do anything because I was on a shoot and I had to shoot, and that was the only day I could shoot because the location was available, and that's why we couldn't make it last Sunday, or I couldn't make it last Sunday, but I definitely will announce it. But other than that, I do this every Sunday around the same time. It's either like 2 hours before 8 p.m. CET, which is Central European time, or I do it like 8 p.m. CET, which is again 8 p.m. Central European time, because that's where I live. But yeah, we reconvene. Megan, I'm so grateful to meet you even in this live chat format. Thank you so much, maybe Logic. If you want to drop your name in the chat real quick, it would be super great, like super helpful for me to address you with a proper name. But yes, thank you so much for coming to my live, and thank you guys so much for being so accommodating. I know I have problems every time I go live and it is crazy, but thank you so much for sticking and bearing with me, honestly. Thank you. Hi, Justin. Okay, so Good Logic is Justin. Everyone say hi to each other. Introduce yourself in the chat. Get to know each other. This is a safe space for all of you to get to know each other, and then like show you each other's like your works. Say like, oh, here's my Instagram and here's my Instagram. Like chat with each other, give each other feedback, discuss about the film in the chat, because it doesn't bring anything if I'm just doing it alone. So if you guys have feedback to the film, let us know. Like we need to know what you guys are thinking as well, and the person who made the film would love to like know what you guys thought about the film and what you guys are thinking while watching the film. So this is like super helpful for everyone, especially for me as well, because I can bounce off of that as well. So yeah, get to know each other and play around and like give feedback to the film and discuss the film while you're watching it. Think of it of like a film premiere, and you're on like, I don't know, teleparty or something, and you're watching a Netflix series or a Netflix like movie together, and then you're discussing it as like with friends as you are watching the film. But yeah. All right, I think most of us are here. I'm just gonna go and share the screen. I think it'll be so much easier this time. But yes, I'm gonna be sharing the screen, and guys, go crazy and just have fun. Start this a little bit back because I feel like we didn't see a lot of it. I'm gonna start it from here. But basically, what I was saying is that I feel like the conversations here are super natural, and I really feel like as if I'm part of the conversation. What disturbed me a little bit, or what bothered me a little bit, I gotta stop saying disturbing, but what bothered me a little bit was the eye line here when they were talking here. So she's looking at her, but it doesn't feel like we're in the conversation. Maybe that was, maybe that was her direction. Maybe she wanted that to happen. But I feel like I should be in this conversation. I should be in the sense, like I should be in her position, the one that she's talking to. And in that sense, I would have done like over the shoulder, so I see her eye line, or I see her looking sort of like past me. Does that make sense? All right, let's just play the clip.
Okay. Are you okay with Scream?
I'm okay with Scream. As long as I read the entire plot before we watch it. No, Flo, I need to read it. I need to read
all
it.
the enjoyment out
No,
of
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It means I don't get scared, and then I can enjoy it.
Or you can just get scared and you can deal
No,
with it
no,
like a
I
big
really
girl.
I don't want to get scared. Flo, leave it.
Stop.
Right.
Oh my god, seriously, the writing is great, and I really like how natural both of them play. They're playing it so well. I think the sound could have been a little bit better, just because I noticed it's muffled, and that kind of takes out some of like the parts of the film in that sense where you don't feel like you're really sucked into the film and to the sound anymore. So you really just feel like it's just a little bit muffled, and you know that the sound has been sort of changed. I feel like that could have been a little bit better, but other than that, I'm really enjoying. Oh, I'm in love with you, Meg. Thank you so much. Love you guys back. But yeah. But yeah, you guys discuss the film in the chat. Like, don't leave me alone. I need something else to bounce off, guys. So let me like speak to a wall, please. Literal IKEA. Okay, how do you guys say IKEA? Is there any Swedish people here in the chat? IKEA. I say IKEA, but literal IKEA ad. I love the color blocking that she does. I don't know if she does it intentionally, but girl, you are on fire because the beige, the browns, the greens, the yellows. I'm sorry, I have Tumblr. It's all coming together and it's very coherent and it feels like it belongs together. All these colors are they're maybe not the bottle at the back. Like the bottle, do you see this? The bright blue bottle here. I feel like that takes out a lot and just kind of is too much of a distraction in this frame in general. But it just it feels very nostalgic. It feels very real, and it feels like, oh my god, perfect. Like I want to know how to color block like that, you know. And that's something I'm still learning as well. I recently, obviously, because you know I'm saying this a lot. Now I'm just like color block this, color block that. I'm just a lot of like I've been learning a lot recently, so I'm just using like words I've learned a lot, and this to give you guys feedback, and maybe hopefully it will help you guys. But yeah, discuss in the chat. Hey, I have a question. Do you ever reply to your Instagram DMs? I'd like to DM you with something about my ideas and helps. Yes, I normally try to reply to my DMs as much as possible. Sometimes I can't, and I honestly, I really don't mean to flex or anything like that. Like, I am honest when I say this. I have a lot of DMs, so I try to go through every one of them and try to answer whoever is in need and like whoever needs help. Again, I'm not a professional, and I'm just also learning as you guys are, but yeah. I try to reply to my DMs. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Now you can't see the bottom. I'm so sorry, but let's move on. The colors and the in and out shots, the handheld shots, the focus. Sorry, the focus in and out shots, they are beautiful, like mwah, chef's kiss. My god, again, the bottle, it's got to go. I'm sorry, honey, the bottle has to go. It is in the frame, blue as hell, but other than that, the colors, the in and out focus, the handheld shots are amazing. Again, I feel like this is not shot in 48 FPS if I'm not mistaken, but when you guys are shooting 24 FPS or 25 FPS, it either has to be 48 FPS, like the double of whatever frames per second you guys are shooting on, just so that it feels natural and it feels like something that the human eye would see. So this is something that is kind of currently bothering me in this film, but other than that, I really like the the colors and the in and out shots, the in and out focus, and the handheld shots. I mean, like it's fitting perfectly. And something that is super underrated, especially when you guys are starting out with filmmaking, and like what I sometimes overlook is costume design. Costume design is so goddamn important, and they have done it so well. They make it feel like it's natural. It doesn't feel like something a designer held up to you and say like, "Please wear this in the film." It's something that you would wear, and I feel like she would wear this all the time, and the other girl would have worn it also, like in real life, and that's what makes something feel so authentic, and it makes a film feel authentic because they are wearing something they have worn and are wearing, and it feels just like they're themselves, and that makes you believe the character and believe what they're wearing. Like it adds a lot to the film and to the frame that you're shooting. See, even small details like the rings, like I feel like this is exactly what this girl would wear. Like I could definitely imagine her wearing a little bit more rings, or I feel like this is exactly what she would wear. And she'd go out to the market, she'd go out run her errands in this outfit, she'd go out and meet friends, go out drinking with this outfit. Like I feel like this is her. And even small details like rings help so much. But yeah, this color, it feels very natural, it feels very warm. I feel like she did not a lot of color grading, and it's the perfect amount of color grading and a perfect amount of like color correction. I feel wow, I'm really deep diving into this, but I don't know what she did, but I'm pretty sure that it was very minimalistic, and I really like the look because it feels very natural and it feels like real life. And that's something, for example, like Life of Riza does. Her I do a lot of like stylistic color grading, and sometimes it's a little bit too strong. And when I look back at my old videos, I'm just like, what was I thinking? But like when you guys look at like Life of Riza films and like these kind of films that you guys are seeing right now, it does feel it feels super authentic and super real because the colors are exactly what you would see in real life. It's not anything stylistic, you know. So it feels like still like a film, but it feels like a very natural film. And this is exactly what it is. It feels like a rom-com. It feels real. Hey Lucas. And okay, let's move on. Sorry, I'm yapping again. So I wouldn't have done this dissolve transition just because I feel like nowadays it's seen as kind of like cheesy, and that's something I'm trying to also really differ from. I use this a lot in like fade in and fade out, but when it's transition between scenes like this, it can come off as cheesy, and I feel like in this scene it didn't really fit the vibe. Or it could have just been like a lot shorter than this like long dissolve transition, but again, just personal preference. And yeah, I really like the scenes and the way it was stitched together, and the way yeah, the way she filmed it. I just feel like it could have been a little bit more stable at some points and a little bit more pointed and gold at the characters. But in general, I really like the scenes until now and how she's like divided them all these Sundays, and now we're on the I think we're on the fourth Sunday.
Looks so good.
Aw, it's very cute, isn't it?
This is so great. I don't know if you guys watched the last live with me and Hayden, but Hayden was talking about literally visual borders and visual how do you say that? Visual boundaries. And this is exactly what Hayden means when it's actually like a physical boundary and physical border that you're seeing that has been created within this frame. And that is so genius because you immediately point all of your attention to these two girls and what they're going through right now. Also, I don't know if this was intentional or accidental. I feel like it could have been a little bit of both, that they hit the table. but it is genius.
Oh. Oh. I don't think this was an extra screw.
I'll get the manual.
I really like these bags.
I don't know what it is about our films, but I really like the color. Like the colors feel so warm and cozy, and it really feels like a memory, but like a present memory. Oh my god! Like I don't know how to describe things like that. Like my thought process and the words that are coming out my mouth right now, but it feels like a present memory, and the colors are super cozy and just heartwarming. Oh, hey. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
Right. Do you want to go first or me?
Can I please give you yours first?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's yours.
Oh my god, is this what I think it is?
It was almost impossible to get, and I know how much you love her work, and I had to DM her on Instagram so I could get you one.
I fucking love it.
I love that there was also no filter in that, just because I don't know, it just feels very authentic, and the way they're having this conversation is just, it feels very natural to me, which I believe. And I think that's such an important element, of course, in film, that you trust the character, you trust the film, you trust the director, and you trust the writing. And this is exactly what this film does for me. I am trusting that this is their relationship and this is actually going on between both of them, and it just feels very real. And I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you, Daphne.
You're welcome.
Oh! Is it the right one? So I know you had one as a kid, and that you lost it on holiday. And I looked at the picture of you on holiday. Is that the right one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, don't be upset.
Does this not feel like you guys are literally just watching like a TikTok that's actually going on, like a reaction of someone getting a present, like in real time? Not in the sense that it feels like a TikTok, it just feels very real. But yes, that's our 5 minutes up. Thank you so much, Carrie McLaughlin. That was such a lovely film. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna give her a big round of applause because I felt like it was so well edited, shot, and the color grading was amazing. Overall, feedback from me: audio might need a little bit of work and sound mixing, and the frames per second were bothering me a little bit just because it wasn't like the 28 to 48 frames per second. But everyone does this, and I've done this many times in my films in the past, and I regret it. I don't regret it, but it's a learning curve then that everyone is um oh, am I stuttering? Like, is my audio stuttering? Do you guys still hear me fine? Am I stuttering? Like, is the audio not working? Let me know. But yeah, everyone give Carrie a round of applause. I really loved it. That's 100 for me. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this just so I don't get mixed up. The next one is gonna be on the June 1st. Let me see if I've missed anyone out because there are so many June 1st. Okay, I know these two also submitted pretty early, so I'm gonna go with Isolation, a short film by Zachary Gomez. Okay, is audio working? Okay, let me just guys, let me know. Why are my lives so wonky? Okay, I am going to go straight into Isolation, a short film by Zachary Gomez. All right, let's see.
Really, I think.
Father,
Yes?
bless me for I've sinned. It's been
Damn. That's all I gotta say. No, it's not. But it feels like very 8-bitty, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like you look at this, like I think he added maybe grain. I think he added grain, a little bit of pixels, just to make it feel like more of like the aesthetic that we saw in the intro, which feels like an 8-bit 80s game. And okay, I'm just gonna keep watching. Like,
so long since I last confessed. I don't even remember.
Tell me of your sins, my son.
I've committed a horrible act, and I fear I cannot be redeemed.
The Lord redeems all, my son.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to marry this girl. We were supposed to run away. When you spend years of your life with someone you should love, it should mean something, right? Maybe I did it because I felt obligated to.
What after that?
Then
so I really like the contrast between the black and the whites in this frame. I feel like the cut here though, it didn't really sit right with me. The cut here, hold on, let me
years of your life with someone you should love, it should mean something, right?
So this cut for me was a little bit too abrupt. It was a little bit too sudden for my taste. And then it jumps back to the profile shot, which I don't really understand at this point of the film, but we shall see.
Maybe I did it because I felt obligated to.
What after that?
Then I met someone. They were different. They were sophisticated, funny. I felt love. For the first time, I was falling for someone. And it wasn't out of pity or obligation. It was desire. But then I remembered her. What would everyone think about this? I couldn't break off our engagement. I was committed to it. I was obligated.
The actor is great though. Like he is doing a great job. Also, Darian and Astro, I'll give you guys a link in just a second after we're done with this film. But basically, there's a link, and I can just send it to you guys. It'll just take a little bit until like we can actually react to it, just because there are so many submissions. But yes, I'll get back to you guys. Love the brightness of the window motivating the light on him. I really like that as well. I definitely know it's not just the window motivating the light on him. There's definitely a light coming from inside, from in front of him or the side of him. But still, it is giving the motivational light, and then there is the key light that he's getting, obviously on his side of the face or this side of the face, and it's very well framed. I feel, and especially like the cross plus the window, it fills the frame, so it's not too much of just complete darkness. Yeah.
Your fiance, did you ever tell her how you felt?
I couldn't. I could never let her see me like this.
The more you wait, the worse the pain gets. What about this someone? Did you tell her your circumstances?
Oh, I also really I have a thing for like frosted windows, and then you have the negative plus positive. It's over here. Like this is one hell of a shot. I really like this because obviously he's just completely backlit against this frosted window, and you only see this silhouette of him, and it's it's this like sort of blurred out, frosted out silhouette of him, and I am completely in love.
Did you tell her your circumstances?
Something like that. They wanted me to break off our engagement.
How did she feel about it?
Not so kindly. They wouldn't accept it. They told me to leave her. That it was the best decision, and my love for my fiance was nothing but hollow.
This is amazing because when he is talking, we obviously don't want to hear their conversation as well. We obviously know from the visuals and from their expressions that they're fighting, and it's well conveyed through obviously the camera movement, the camera language as well. The camera language is as good as body language, and here obviously it's telling us it's a chaotic situation. Things are gonna go down. They're having we don't need to know what they're saying, and so I find it really good that the audio here is muffled and that we know they're arguing, but we just don't know what they're saying, so it doesn't take away the focus of what he is saying in that confession room.
I was so stupid, thinking these fantasies can be anything more than just that. And they got angry with me, and they started throwing things at me, and I had to make it stop. I had to.
What did you do?
I killed them.
And what was the girl's name?
His name was Henry.
Okay, once again, guys, I cannot show this on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I have to stop this. This is very violent, so nothing against you, Zachary. It was an amazing freaking film. We all loved it until up to that point. It was great, but I just cannot show violence on my channel. I'm so sorry. Especially, I know it's black and white, and I know you can't see blood, but you do still see blood, and it's violence. But thank you so much for really taking the time to submit the film. I really enjoyed it, and the whole intro plus the dialogue, the suspense, the flashbacks, it was all very well stitched together. And for a film that has a low budget, you really made the most out of how to tell your story, and also how to basically create a whole world around your film without using too many locations, without using too many actors. And I feel like you did such a great job, and I really enjoyed it. I love the black and white contrast in the confession room, especially. So kudos to Zachary, guys. Everyone give him a round of applause in the chat, and please leave all the feedback you guys can once a film is done, or during the film. I would love to know what you think. Zachary, when he's watching this, I'm sure he would love to know what you think. So guys, let me know what you guys thought, bad or good or neutral. Let us know. I think it is super important for everyone who is submitting their films to actually know, what people thought of their films, and any feedback that is actually constructive. All right, thank you so much, Zachary. We really appreciate it. The next one we are going to, sorry, just delete this, just because, yeah. So the next one is from Deante Jenkins, A Bite at That Apple. Okay, this is a PDF. Wait, where is it? Oh, I think I might have taken this out to the other folder. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Let me just real quick remove this. And then we're gonna go to June 1st and go up from there, because I definitely took them out of the folder and put them here, and then so I have it definitely in this fair, I can't talk. Fair, my God, never mind. This is a YouTube video, so I will basically stop sharing this and then share it, you guys. Okay, this is called An Honest Mistake, and it's a group project that some of my classmates and I worked on, according to Priscilla Olu Ediemi. I hope I pronounce that correctly. But yes, Priscilla, this is for you. I really like the, but then this like intro came in a little bit too suddenly. I feel like it should have been a little bit more unabrupt. I don't know.
Do you think you're sorry for that?
Who would have done this?
Hi, I'm Detective Miller, and I need to speak to each one of you individually.
Did you find out who did it? Did you catch killer?
Jason, calm down. Please have a seat.
Wow, this girl should model. Oh my god, she is serving. Okay, let's keep watching the film.
Jason, calm down. Please have a seat. Now, you mentioned Nicole. What can you tell me?
Met at 5. Had a fight actually. Very stupid fight. Didn't see after that.
A fight? About what?
Doesn't matter now, does it?
It's very well might. Maybe you all fought with Nicole because of some secret you're hiding.
They did a very good job in like keeping this room completely dark. Sometimes you, especially like in studios and all that, you do still see like the backdrop and all that, and this is just completely dark. But I would have done, because it's a confession slash, how do you say this? What's it called? When you confront someone, a confrontation? No, not confrontation. Interrogation. Bruh. Interrogation. Okay, so since it's an interrogation, I would have put like an overhead light instead of like a key light coming from the side, because right now it just feels very unnatural that the key light is just coming from the side out of like absolutely nowhere. I would have done this from the top, and then it would feel more like an interrogation room, and also with like a softbox or something like that, because I feel like now it just feels a little bit odd that the key light is coming from the side. But yeah, I feel like the audio balance is really good. Only in the start, there were a lot of the times where the audio was only one-sided. Yeah, where it was like only one-sided, and yeah.
A week ago, I caught Nico and Emeka hugging. I thought she was cheating, so I lashed out. I confirmed though that it was a misunderstanding when we met to talk, but she was still angry, so she left. That was last time I saw her.
Emeka, let's talk about the day Nicole disappeared. You said you met her on the rooftop by 5:40. Was there something else you wanted to tell me?
No, man. Just catching up.
You seem nervous. Was there something more to your meeting?
Not really.
What was your relationship with Nicole? Because friends don't share passionate hugs.
She's dating my best friend. I would never.
Never what?
It's all my fault.
What was your fault?
I hugged her. Look, Nicole didn't do anything. The day she disappeared, I called her to the rooftop to confess my feelings for her. But then she rejected me.
Did you see Nicole that day at all?
No, ma. I was supposed to meet Frank outside the library because he had my book. But he never showed up. I haven't been able to sleep since she passed. I'm still in shock.
Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate your cooperation.
Thank you, Mom.
I feel like the cuts between the flashbacks and the interrogation, I can't if we can say that word, interrogation are really good. Like they're very like cohesive, not cohesive, but it's at the right timing. It's rightly timed. I'll put it that way.
And security footage shows you leaving the library with your brother around 3. Previously said you didn't see Nicole at all that day.
That's not what I meant. We were meant to meet together around 3 p.m., but we had a disagreement, a misunderstanding, and I didn't see her for long and I left.
About what?
That's not important. You won't explain what happened to Nicole.
Everything is important, Anne. Especially when a friend is dead.
Look, Nicole was upset, and I said some things I regret, but I didn't hurt her.
Alright. Let's talk when you're a bit calmer. Anne is your sister, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me why you didn't meet Rachel?
So like what I feel like would have been a better cut between her sister and not her sister, her friend and her brother would not have been this like small fade out, small fade in. It would have been maybe like we still see the interrogator and then we basically still think that the friend, like the girlfriend, was still sitting across the interrogator, but it's not. It's we cut back to the brother and then we see the brother and it's suddenly like another, it feels then like one whole piece of the scene other than like a cut. And I feel like bringing in a cut here with the fade in fade out, it just kind of like again takes away a little bit of the scene from from the scene. And I feel like if we didn't know that there was a switch between the people she was interrogating, that would have been more of like a whoa moment. And that's how I would have edited it personally. But yeah, you guys let me know.
Yes.
Can you tell me why you didn't meet Rachel outside the library that day?
I got caught up with something. I completely forgot. I feel terrible.
Did you see Nicole at all that day?
No, I was looking for Rachel, but I never found her.
We have reason to believe you were with your sister and that day.
That's not true. I wasn't in the house since earlier that day.
That's funny. Because we have camera footage of you and your sister walking towards the direction of the library in a hurry. Care to explain?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's a very cool effect. There's a lot of motion blur. There's radial blur here to kind of like lose the focus, and that creates this whole sense of discombobulation, and and obviously like mistrust and confusion in that sense. And I feel like they did that very well, especially with like the layering and stuff like that. But yes, I feel like there should be more pause between those conversations. It feels a little bit rushed, but in general it is quite capturing like what they're saying, and we're very like engaged in this whole like what is going on, like where is Nicole, like we're asking ourselves a lot of questions like why is Nicole important, like why did she disappear, whose fault was it, why did everyone have a disagreement with her, and like when did she disappear. And it's important that the audience is asking themselves all these kind of questions, because yeah, that's what films are for.
I didn't do anything.
You don't want to this week, eh?
I didn't do anything.
No, just let this week.
Okay, I'm sorry guys, but it's been 5 minutes and we are going to go to the next film. But thank you so much. Let me not mispronounce his name, but thank you so much, Priscilla Oluwadeyemi, for giving us your film and letting us watch your film. It was amazing, and those were all my points and feedback. If you have any other feedback, guys, in the comments, please. Oh, wrong side. Guys, in the comments, please let Priscilla know. But thank you so much, and here's a round of applause for Priscilla and you and your team and your classmates. You guys did a good, wonderful job. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Okay, this is another YouTube video, and let me see. Okay, this is from Davy Personal. So there's no name on this, but I think her name is Davy, or his name is Davy, and it's called Endings and Beginnings, and I think it's a farewell class video that they put together. Hopefully I'm not wrong, or I might be wrong, but yes.
There was a choice to be scraping back on my own time. I just spent it on out. I've been walking for miles. As it seems by the sea, I'm a
On the first look, it is like also super nostalgic with this digicam look and all these like poster magazine font kind of styles. I really like it.
brain. It'll stick permanently. If I don't move, then I can't see. I choose the ladder, choose the ladder. If I can't fall, then I can't breathe. I shoot the ladder, shoot the ladder. If I can't move, then I can't speak. I choose the ladder, choose the ladder. Why can't I afford my dream? I choose the ladder, choose the ladder.
Whoa.
Come on now. There was a voice. I can hear it all night.
I like how they blend in like the sounds and the voices every now and then. Just it makes it feel a lot more. Yeah, it looks like a lot more comfortable to watch and a lot more nostalgic. But yeah.
I get it out now. Just hope for the best. Best and hope for nuance. As she sings by the sea, it's a shame, crying shame, permanently. If I don't move, then I can't see. I choose the ladder, choose the ladder. If I can't fall, then I can't breathe. I shoot the ladder.
Okay, I don't know if this is like a CapCut template or anything, but if you guys don't know, like the letters to put them every time the lyrics come out is so much work. If you just literally just take the letters and like paste it every time like the lyrics come out, like it is so much work. And I don't know if this is like a template or anything. If it is, like, please let me know because I need this. But yeah, if you guys don't know, it's so much work. It's just cutting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, of these like letters back and forth, obviously. But yeah.
Shoot the ladder. When it all points at me, I choose the ladder, choose the ladder. Why spend
Also, something I forget to mention is that the cuts are like not too long, they're not too short, they're really just perfectly timed. Sometimes with these kind of musics, like it's easy to get lost and just cut in like the edits for too long. And I feel like for this one is just right. Like it's just as short and as long as it should be.
the night alone? We can lose tomorrow.
I like the title, The Memories Loading. It was very chef's kiss.
Lose one friend, lose all friends, lose yourself.
now I'm scared. It's giving like back room, like something bad's gonna happen. Like it gives bad vibes right now. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but it feels like horror, like the start of a horror movie. Please don't, please don't. I'm so bad at this, I can't.
We're not gonna lose our friends. Are we?
The editing is so well thought out, and I really appreciate like the editing. Like I don't know, it's so cute and so well done for like a small little compilation of like your last years in high school. Amazing.
What if this is the last time that we're all together? Is that a chance you're all willing to take?
They cut in perfectly like the times where they were small, you know, these small little competitions that you would do during school, and it just brings back so many memories. And then you obviously have this like really back rooms like music behind it, and then you have this like voiceover, and it's just like, oh my god, it's either like something bad is gonna happen, or it's just super sad that people like all of us are just growing up. But good job. It also feels like you're like at the end of like a Minecraft game, and you're literally just like finishing building in the rain. You know how it feels like when you're just like chilling in Minecraft. It feels like that, and it feels very nostalgic. I don't even know who did the music for Minecraft, but they are absolutely genius. And this feels like it. This feels like the end, and it's sad and it's nostalgic, and at the same time it creeps you out, but it also makes you, you know, have the feels and feel with growing up. Okay, well, thank you so much to Davy and your classmates. It was such a beautiful, well thought little endings and beginnings compilation of your high school years plus your years of school. Thank you so much for sharing, and everyone give them a big round of applause. Thank you guys so much. Yes, let's move on to the next one. We are slowly reaching the end, so this has to be the last two films for today. All right, the next one is called Mutation, and it's a short film by Walid Ben Abid. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Let me just share the screen with you guys. Here you go. Here you go.
How was your day?
Oh, this immediately reminds me of Her, the film, when he gets to know the OS that he has downloaded. Has any one of you watched Her, the film? Anyways, it's one of my favorite films, and he falls in love with an OS, and this is exactly how it looks like. It almost looks like this. Sorry, I'm just real thirsty.
Fares?
Oh my god, the fact that Aisha is like, it reminded me of your version of him. That was like my favorite video ever that I've created on YouTube. Like I spent so much time on that. I literally pulled an all-nighter from, I don't know, like 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. just doing that film and posting it on YouTube, and I had such a blast. It was so funny, and I really just love the film Her, and that's why I created him. And yeah, but anyways, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Ginald. I'm really sorry. Like everyone has to get a chance, and I know we're super slow at it, but I have to watch everyone's films and react to them, every single one. So I know it's gonna take a while, but we're getting there. We're really getting there. I'm sorry. But yeah. Okay. Let's keep watching. Also, I feel like this might be a little bit violent, so we might have to skip this one. Again, I give you guys the warning, but let's see how it turns out. But I've already seen blood till this point, so my hand is on my finger is on that pause button. I love the focus of the lighting on him. This is really well done. I think they did it in post as well with the vignettes, but it still creates this cute, not cute, why did I say cute? Good focus on him. Like it's really well done.
Jim, I'm having trouble understanding this. Could you explain it, please? Of course I could. When you have time, I always have time.
For me, I don't know if you guys are hearing this as well, but the sound is only coming from the left side. So I make this mistake a lot that I don't check that it's mono on mono and not on stereo. And I always have to manually change my sound from mono to stereo. And this is something I would just be careful of. Also just because I made this mistakes many times, but I think the sound is only coming from the left.
I get always that thought.
You like
So like this long shot and putting this girl in the middle and her wearing red obviously puts her in the center of attention, and that's exactly what she is in his eyes. I think as I mean, at least from what I can interpret, and I think that is genius because this is exactly, you know how those like even in Twilight, like when Edward is looking at Bella from a distance and Bella's looking at Edward, it's always like shot like this because that puts the person immediately in the center of attention, and it tells the audience that this is the girl that he is looking out for, or this is the girl that he is into, or something like that.
cats. You're caring, kind. You love helping others.
Setup is complete. Now, you may choose the voice of your AI companion.
I really like the lighting. It's very contrasty, very nice.
If you were really good, what would you like me to give you?
What do you mean?
As a gift, I mean.
Oh, if I were a human girl. Antiques. I like antiques.
Also, like I don't know if this is in post, but the framing and the screen is really well done because it's very hard to like film screens without them looking really wonky and really like out of place. And normally a lot of people do screen displacement, which happens in post. And I am no professional on this for real, but I feel like the screen here is very clear and is very like in frame, like it feels like it belongs in the scene. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, but yeah.
I like antiques.
Antiques? You mean like?
And mirrors. An antique mirror would be the perfect gift.
But why, man?
In the mirror, we're not seeing ourselves. We're seeing the person we wish to become.
Why is there water everywhere? There's a fucking leak. Did no one notice? Somebody call plumb.
The background noises sound like sort of like you're in the scene, but also not. Like I feel like it's happening in his head, but also at the same time, do you guys know what I mean? Like I feel like it's happening in his head, but it's also not. But it's interesting. It's definitely pulled me in, and I want to know like what happens next. Okay.
Oh, this limb. Are you blind?
I'm trying my hardest, Shem.
Your hardest. Your hardest is laughable. Just like your existence.
Sorry, Shem.
Bet you go on to an empty, miserable existence. Don't you? No partner ever wants someone as worthless as you.
And what kind of man then to be more like?
I'd like him to be tough so he could protect me. I want to feel safe when he's around. He has to be strong.
This slow zoom and like wide shot from the bottom, this normally shows, well, at least in my experience, it shows that the character that is talking in the sense is the OS that's talking, or the AI companion that's talking, is the more powerful person in this conversation, and is the one that has the power to manipulate him, to tell him what to do, to basically let him know what she likes. And she has the power, and he knows that he's getting convinced by this OS. So that's really well displayed. Also, I feel like violence is coming. I am wary.
He has to be strong. Someone who makes bold choices. Unpredictable in a way.
The lighting feels very dystopian, and I really like that because it definitely matches the storyline and, like, obviously yeah, the storyline.
I fixed it. Finally. I'll be back.
Chef! Somewhere a little bit. There's this thing.
Being able to handle a fucking steak, you have the easiest job. Yet you managed to fuck it up. And I won't hesitate to throw you out like the garbage you are.
This is also a very cool shot in the sense that it feels super dystopian. Like, why is the kitchen this dark, and like, why is there greens and yellows? It's very interesting to look at it. And the background, you see this like sort of almost circle like spotlight on his like the backlighting. It's very interesting. Like, it's dragging you into this whole world. It doesn't feel like a kitchen. It doesn't feel like he's in the restaurant. It feels like he's in his own dystopian world. And I think that's exactly like what they're trying to. Hi. Okay, let's move on.
Look at you, trembling. You're weak, predictable, barely pathetic. You're destined to die loved, forgotten, and unloved.
Is the computer not supposed to be on? Let me look at that. I feel like the computer should be on. Yeah, I feel like the computer should be on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Aisha. Like, I don't know if it was thought out, but I think, yeah, the girl might have been to represent the OS or AI companion, and I'm just like checking this. Like, I'm looking, I'm like understanding this now. I like the shot. I like the shot with the mirror where he's coming out, and there's like the obviously he's coming out of the shop. Then he just got the mirror, and this is reflecting the blue sky, and I really like it. It's a very big contrast with the scene before, and yeah. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. Thank you so much. Crazy. Okay. Thank you so much, Walid. And I think he's right here in the comment section. So everyone give him a big round of applause. But yes, thank you so much for showing this. Really cool. I felt it that was very dystopian. I just felt obviously because of obviously budget restraints and all that, the locations could have been a little tad bit better. But obviously again, it is all budget stuff, you know. We're all broke, so you know, budget is always a but everyone, it was it was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like the acting was really good as well, especially from the main character, and I really enjoyed it. Also, the voice for the AI didn't feel very fake, and it felt like what an AI companion would sound like, and the conversations between him and the AI was also very well done. So thank you so much, Walid, for submitting your film. If any of you guys have any anything to say to Wally, he's right here in the comment section. So if you guys have feedback to tell him, let him know. Yeah. All right. Then we shall move on to the last film. Also, someone's asking me to scroll down. So Peace of Mind Films is asking me to scroll down. I'm just gonna scroll down really fast so that we can get to the next film. But then you guys can see like when your film is coming. But basically, these are all the films that are coming in the next live streams. I cannot lie, I cannot fake this to you guys, but there are just so many. But yeah. Okay, wait, just like let me just get back to the folder. Okay, I'm back in the folder. Okay, this one is by Gauri Dangui. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce names. I hope this is correct, but yes. All right. So guys, if you guys don't know, I'm basically doing this in a very fair, orderly manner that everyone who has submitted first, I'm doing theirs first. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So please be patient and thank you for bearing with me. I know these are a lot of films, but there are so many people who submitted, and I'm only one person, and I hope I really just am asking you to understand that I can't go through all of them every like Sunday. Like I can't go through all of these. Yes, I'm probably booked for the whole year for these films. But yeah, so it's every Sunday it's 2 hours to 3 hours of streaming, so it is a lot of time, but I'm trying my very best to go through and give you guys all the feedback I can. And I hope you guys are enjoying this live series. I really do. This is all sort of like a thank you for like this is like sort of like a thank you for supporting me, and I'm just giving back to you guys because I am so thankful, and I love seeing your work and seeing what you guys have created and what you guys have learned and what I can learn from you guys. And yeah, so please bear with me. I'm so sorry that it's taking so long. I know everyone's like waiting for their films to get reacted to, but it's just gonna take a while because there are so many, and everyone has submitted great, amazing, talented, full of action films. So thank you so much. Let's move on to this film by Gauri Dangui.
Recording.
Action. 3, 2.
I really like the lighting. I didn't get the editing of the first part, but if Dari, if you're like in the chat, let me know like what you were thinking of the editing because I'm curious to know.
1. The alarm is ringing. Turn it off and then just stare again at the ceiling and then get up.
I personally don't know what's going on here. Like the editing feels, I don't know. I think it's a behind the scenes of what is going on when filming a film, if I'm not mistaken, and they're making this the film. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not quite getting it. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys have any interpretations? Any ideas? I would love to hear like maybe a different perspective from you guys.
Try to work, but the sound is irritating you.
I like the direction of the director, and then like he's trying to act in real time as she's saying that. Yeah. Oh, someone is asking me, Megan, may I ask why you don't upload videos more frequently? Well, I am currently in a state right now where I'm trying to rebuild and kind of organize my YouTube. So I'm really trying to write out better scripts before I produce my videos because I feel like I need more to give back to you guys and I need more organized videos that I want to produce and stuff like that. So I'm doing a lot of planning at the moment and I'm doing a lot of short form. So if you want to see more videos of me, or from me, sorry. If you want to see more videos from me, then a lot of it is being posted on short form at the moment, but a long form, I'm really getting into it the next half of the year. I'm really trying to just organize and produce better quality videos. So that's why. But yes, I hope you guys bear with me. And I really hope that you guys stick with me till the end. But if not, short form is there. But yeah.
I try to search for earphones.
I like the cuts, I like the angles, and I like that you're hearing the direction in real time and he's acting it in real time after her directions are being said. But I feel like the sound is being cut off at every, because you know every clip has their own like background ambience, background sound. And I feel like that has to be removed in order to let the film be one scene, because now we're hearing the cuts of the ambience in the background and that's very like disturbing for a viewer to hear because it's like it's like it's like where the cuts are and you're not supposed to know where the cuts are as a viewer. And I feel like then what a solution could be would be an ambience on the whole timeline or the whole scene and then reduce this a little bit. Reduce this a little bit. I don't know what short form is. Oops, any more info on it? Oh, short form is just like Instagram Reels and YouTube like Shorts and TikTok. But basically, that's what short form means. Sorry, it's just like content creator terms. But yeah, short forms are Instagram Reels. I post a lot on Instagram. I post every 2 times every week, or sometimes 3 times per week. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos, it's all there. But yeah. Yes, you can send me any video clip. It's over here, like pinned to the chat, as long there's no violence, there's no sex, and there's no vulgarity. That should be fine. If there is, then we have to stop watching the film and we have to not react to the film just because of like guidelines on YouTube. But yeah, here's the link in the chat.
Let's see your earphones again.
I don't know if this was intentional, but the whole lighting and the whole scene changed. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching. If it was very clean though. Like the because I think it's supposed to show how long he's been at it, and I think, well, that was very clean actually.
Okay, good. And that action.
I really like the lighting for this. It's very hard to achieve a good moonlight lighting where it feels natural, and I feel for this one, it feels very natural. It is very blue, but it feels in that sense, in this context, natural. But yeah.
your frustration.
I like the cut there. I just feel like the actor could have given a little bit more emotion to show that he's been up all night because of these noises and he's just super frustrated. But I really like the top shot cut. It was quite clean actually.
Coffee pot, you hear the sound. No.
Okay, so he's going crazy because of the sounds, like these small little sounds, like the fridge, like the microwave, no, not microwave, the stove, are driving him crazy. Okay, all right. So I'm just like trying to read this. Hi, Dylan. Off topic, but I just unlocked a Life of Riza badge. Okay, back to our regularly schedule programming. What does that mean? If anyone wants to see some great editing, sound design, just pure art, I urge y'all to watch Artem's Icarus cinematic version. Is absolutely great. Oof, I'll definitely watch that. Okay.
Laptop.
Ooh. I don't know if that was meant to be a clean like match cut, but it was a clean match cut.
சரி சரி மாற்றிட்டு அன்னைக்கு நம்ம வெளியே போய் சார் கிடைச்சோம்ல அந்த வரலாம் போயிட்டு மறுபடியும் ரூமுக்கு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்னமோ தெரியலண்ணா ஒரு 2 நாளைக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு சரியா தூக்கமே இல்லை சரி அதை கூட விடு தூக்கம் வரலன்னா பரவாயில்ல மச்சான் ஆனா எங்கேயோ.
So I found a mistake here, and it's obviously here you see when he's talking on the phone, it's the voice recording. I think they're doing to record the voice later on to edit this on this film. But something like this is like, you know, a common mistake, and it's just something like that happens because we don't have mics and we need the sound at the same time to synchronize. But I feel like this could have been avoided with using another phone in this like outside of the camera or off camera, just so that we don't see it. But yeah.
ஒரு சவுண்ட் கேட்டுட்டே இருக்குடா. இல்லடா சத்தியமான சரக்கு அடிக்கலடா. சொன்னா கேளு மச்சான் அதை கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தா கூட பரவாயில்ல.
Okay, so we're over 5 minutes, but overall, I personally did not understand the editing part where we do hear the director and the directions that he's supposed to do as an actor. I might be missing something out here. If you guys would help me out with like any ideas or interpretations, I'm really bad at these kind of stuff. But I personally did not understand the choice of doing that. But overall, I would say I feel like the sound needed to be more in your face so that the audience knows what he is going through. Or maybe they didn't want us to know what he was going through. But I personally think that the sound would have helped a lot, and subtitles would help me a lot because I could not understand what he was saying, obviously. But I think the sound would help me a lot of understanding like what he's going through and what he's hearing that is annoying him so much that he is going insane. He can't sleep, he can't work. He doesn't want to get out of the house. He's unplugging things. He's like throwing everything across the room. Like this would be super helpful if I knew what he was hearing as an audience. And I feel like in this film, it was a little bit too little context for me to understand what is going on in the story. I might just be blind to these kind of things, but what do you guys think? But for me, I feel like I needed a little bit more context than that. But in general, I like the lighting in the night scenes, and I think it could have improved with a little bit more of contrast, a little bit more of contrast and a little bit more of color grading. But all in all, thank you so much for submitting your film. Let me just go back to this. Yes, okay. Thank you so much for submitting your film, Gary. And yes, I will conclude our live right here because it has been 2.5 hours, and I really, really appreciate everyone being on this live. If you guys have any questions, please ask me here now. Or if you guys have any other questions, then you guys can DM me on Instagram. You guys can comment on my YouTube videos. And honestly, just like contact me whenever you guys need, and I'll try to reply all of you. And if you guys want to submit your films, it will take a while, but the link is in the chat, pinned to the chat. And I would really appreciate if you guys gave this a thumbs up, or share this with your friends, or share this in your stories. So I'll see you guys next Sunday. Let me think. I think next Sunday is possible. I'll let you guys know, but next Sunday. And yeah, thank you guys so much for the hangout session and for the submissions of film, and like just sticking with me and bearing with this whole live thing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you till the next one.